All right, class, for the sake of history, why don't you all take some room and let's line up like this. Jesus, why don't you just go over here, Jesus? Face the wall, would you? Who comes next in historical order? Let's see, we've got, there's St. Paul. So St. Paul, why don't you come over behind Jesus and just stand right there. Who comes next in historical order? Let's see, we're not to Luther yet. We're to, Augie, that stands for St. Augustine. Yeah, so that's about the year 300 or so. Who comes next? Is it Luther or, that's Heidi Baker over there. She's still alive. So Luther, go ahead and get behind Augustine. And then, Joe, you make a very good Heidi. That's just awesome. All right, here's one way of looking at church history. See, the church starts with Jesus, obviously. Say hi, Jesus.
Hi, Jesus.
Church starts with Jesus, and then historical order came St. Paul, St. Augustine, Martin Luther, Heidi Baker. And sometimes when we study church history, we tend to study from this end. And what we do is we see Jesus, but I can barely see Jesus right here. I see Jesus through the lens of Heidi, of Luther, of Augustine, of Paul, and of Jesus. And I still see everyone's back. I'm just looking at history through that grid, through that lens. What happens if you go back to your seats and take your second name tag and we line up again? Go ahead and do that, and then we'll look at the difference. So take that one off and exchange it for your new name tag. You know, it's not bad to look at history that way, through the lens of people that have come after Jesus, but there might be an alternative. All right, who do we have here? Who do we have?
Adam.
Oh, Adam. That obviously comes first. Who's Adam? Adam, if you could just stand right here, and for this time, let's turn the other way. All right, who comes next? Is that Abe, as in Abraham? That's Abraham. Oh my goodness, that's pretty early. Baby, I'm not sure who that is. Is he in the Bible? Yeah, he is. But Moses comes first. Moses right here, facing out, and yes, that's not my baby, that's David, as in Bible David, so he comes next. And then obviously Jesus, as always. Look at that. Now that's a much better way to read history. If you want to understand church history, it's good to have, imagine all those figures were still here, all these people that have come after Jesus, AD. But if you start with Jesus and then go BC, you really understand history. So if you understand Jesus through the grid of Adam and everything that the book of Genesis talks about, Abraham, Moses, David, you can add others and others. But the whole point is, now I can understand much more clearly. Jesus is facing me. All those other people are facing me. A much better way to do history. We need both. And you know, history centers on Jesus. You are the most important person in all of history because your name is Jesus. Most important person in all history. There's people that went before him. There's people that have come after him. All the way down to the likes of little old me. But you are the dividing point of all history. You are the continental divide. And we need to look at people that went before you that informed who you were so we understand who the church is. Does that make sense? Yep. All right. Everyone say, I got an A.